I've never made a video like this, but I went shopping today at Miu Miu, and as I'm sure you guys know, I'm a big Miu Miu fan. And I went in today, and I spent a good amount of money. How much money did I spend exactly? $18,000 roonies. I spent $18,000 roonies at Miu Miu. And as soon as I get home, honestly, this might be irresponsible for me to even do. As soon as I get home, everything broke. Like, here's a vest that I got, right? I got this vest. This button came off, I was about to put it on. The instant I opened it, this button just came off. Look, you can see it's some of the fabric. Like, I shit you not, I just opened it normally. Like, in fact, I didn't even get to really open it. I was taking the button just out, like that, and the first button just came off. It just came off immediately. Now, that was the second item to break. The first item that broke was this sweater right here. This has never happened. Like, I've never gotten multiple pieces from a place, and things are just breaking as soon as I get home. This is genuinely fucking abysmal. Like, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for the fact that, but like, if this was the first thing that broke, if this just broke, I'd be like, wow, what the hell? And I go about my day. But the fact that two things broke, this is insane. Zipper came off. This one, I unzipped it, I put it on, as soon as I'm trying to zip it up, boom, zipper breaks. I'll show you what the zipper broke too. Because when the zipper broke, I was like, all right, maybe I can just fix it. That was my first thing, was I could fix it. There's like a little piece that goes right here, and then you would stick it through with the zipper. But the piece fell off again. Like, I thought I fixed it. As soon as I picked the jacket back up, it just fell off, gravity. And I don't even know where the little piece is now anymore. It's probably somewhere on the ground. But I kid you not, I literally just got home. Like, generally speaking, that's the Miu Miu bag right there. I just took it off, and then that's another bag from some shopping I did today. I literally just got home. I was just gonna put this stuff away, and the moment I get it, it just starts breaking. Yo, imagine spending that much money at a place and everything just breaks. That is unfucking-believable. How bad is the quality of your merchandise? I'm a big Miu Miu fan. I like Miu Miu. But that's so disappointing. I'm not even making this video for any reason other than I'm actually in genuine shock. This has never... Oh, I thought something broke again. This has never, ever happened in my entire... Like, this just happened. Like, I'm just like, whoa. Anyways, in the grand scheme of my life and life in general, not a big fucking deal. Life moves, the world continues. But, yeah, that's crazy. Step your fucking game up. That's honestly fucking unbelievable.
The people at Miu Miu have sent me replacement items for the two items that broke as soon as I got home. I know I posted that video, and I took it down because we were discussing that, oh, we'll get you new replacement items, or we do a refund. And I was like, I really like the items, so I'll just get new replacement items. So here we have a new vest and we have the new sweater. And I'm making this video because if it does happen to break again, I have to have this recorded. It would just be insane for me to come back again for a second time and be like, it broke. So I don't think it will, but I'm just gonna open everything live on camera so you guys can see how it goes. The quality test, on camera Miu Miu quality test. All right, so we got the first jacket. The issue was the zipper, right? So I put it on and the zipper, like I immediately just went down, so let's see. All right, good, we've closed. Nice. Okay, nice. We'll pull. Okay, it's looking good. Pretend like we're about to put it on, right? Normal. Nothing crazy, just opening up the jacket. There's no way, bro. This is unfucking-believable. There's no way it's broken again.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I was watching it and I was like,
mind you, I'm opening this up like regularly. Like you're about to, you're gonna open it up to put it on. Like I'm not doing anything.
I don't even know.
I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary here. And we got another button broken. This one worked. This one was fine. The zipper worked, at least for now. Who's to know how many trials and how many times I have to zip this up and down for it to break it? Because I didn't think it would break, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna post this. Like surely I'm not gonna post this video. But now, that's crazy. Damn.
Wisdom K came to my store and said that he spent $18,000 United States dollars, and the button broke the first time and the button broke the second time. Hey, I'm making calls to whoever is packaging that thing. In fact, don't even package it because I'll do it myself so that I can hand sew it myself. And if you see how gentle he was when he took that button off, I'm actually y'all knew it was Wisdom K getting this replacement. The same Wisdom K that if he goes on TikTok right now, your whole company is shut down. Gosh, the PR team must be scrambling. I don't even have anything else to say.
Here's what I'm actually gagged. Imagine spending $18,000 just for your clothes to fall apart. Did y'all see Wisdom K's video? Everything he bought from the Miu Miu store broke. The fashion god bought a vest and a sweater, and both of them broke. Like, the button came off of the vest and the zipper came off of the sweater. Holy shit, could you imagine being Miu Miu right now? I know they're probably not gonna give two shits, but like they actually should. I mean, I can't say I'm super surprised. I've never been like the biggest fan of Miu Miu just because I don't like their designs that much, but I will not be buying it now. Oh.
You saw that. There was a recent controversy with Wisdom Kaye, a very popular and successful fashion influencer. He filmed himself up unboxing his Miu Miu purchase. It contained items, only 2 items. a denim vest worth $3,272 and a sweater worth $1,850. He went on to explain that he frequently buys from luxury and designer brands and even buys secondhand at times. However, it has never happened to him that multiple things broke at once in the single purchase, in as immediately as it did. This case was very interesting because when I first heard about it, obviously I giggled. I giggled because I was shocked, but also not at the exact same time, because, you know, it's obvious that if you're spending $3,000 on a vest, it cannot possibly be worth $3,000 possibly to create that vest, from production, manufacturing, you know. Even if someone were to have hand sewn that vest together, which, you know, you're sold on the fact that it is, it could not have been worth $3,272. This made me look into Miu Miu to see if other people had a similar story where items that they bought broke immediately. Whilst I did not see many stories online of people complaining about their Miu Miu purchases, I did see a few Reddit posts about other designer brands breaking upon purchase, particularly Chanel for some reason. I don't know what's going on with Chanel. And you know, it's gonna be relevant soon later, the fact that, you know, a lot of people report their Chanel purchases breaking upon opening and first use. This whole Miu Miu controversy brought about the conversation of quality and what consumers expect when they buy luxury.
Exactly why he should have kept his post up. The reason I really like Wisdom's initial post is because it felt so refreshing. Huge creator with a huge following, a lot of influence, and he works with a lot of these brands. It's really crazy for brands to charge thousands and thousands of dollars for items that break before you even put them on. I think more and more creators, especially ones like Wisdom, need to do more of this and call out brands for the deficiency in their product. They keep raising prices, but the quality isn't going up. Make it make sense.
To tell you guys, these brands, you're a joke to them. They're trying to fucking rob you, okay? And what he did yesterday, that was baller fucking shit, okay? To show everyone within an hour of leaving Miu Miu after he dropped 18 fucking K that shit was fucking breaking and falling apart on him. Do you know how much money he could have made off of them if he just stayed quiet? That's the thing, you all. A lot of the people online, they're more concerned with the money that they can make from advertisements, partnerships, whatever else, than having true, honest transparency with you. And the thing about what he did in that moment was he showed you he is about the fucking people, and he's not gonna lie to you guys. He's not gonna play in your fucking face, okay? Because if he was more concerned about the brand partnership of it all and whatnot, he would have never made that video. He would have never made that video. He would have never told you the fucking truth, okay? That some of what you're being sold is just low quality bullshit with a brand name on it, and you've been deceived into thinking that a label equates to quality. I've told you all this since the start of time, okay? Some of you want to say bitter brokey and all this other crazy shit, and I'm just like, okay, believe whatever the fuck you want, okay? Like,
luxury doesn't always equal impeccable quality anymore. I think as the luxury market continues to grow and move forward, we see the prices increasing and quality going down, which is why I always talk about going vintage, because you're still going to get the amazing quality and things are going to be way more sustainable. Miu Miu has some explaining to do because their brand reputation is on the line. I see people calling them now Team Miu Miu. And as consumers, we have to be more demanding. Like, if your buttons are immediately falling off, if your shoe is separating, etc., immediately go back, demand a return, or things be fixed. So by no means am I telling you not to buy that $5,000 Miu Miu coat or sweater or whatever it is, but consider buying pre-loved and vintage if you want high quality and still have a look.
Again, I feel like this conversation comes around very frequently, almost every quarter, but it's been brought about again. I think by now it's generally understood that a bag cannot in any capacity ever logically cost $4,000, or glasses, they cannot possibly logically need to cost $500, $600, even if the material was sourced from the highest fountain of prosperity. If you buy luxury brands that attempt to sell you on the idea that their products are worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, you by now understand that you're buying that idea, not the actual product. I think we all know. understand that by now. However, whilst knowing that, maybe even acknowledging that and accepting that, why do people still buy these extremely overpriced products? Well, as we all know by now, it comes down to marketing. If you have a really good story around your product, you're good to go. Usually when consumers put on a product, they know that the product, if it's a luxury brand, makes them look good. However, I also want to add in the discussion that I think people are more so looking for designer brands and luxury brands, not only for hedonistic purposes, although that is a big part of it. I think it also relates to the overall reducing quality that many brands are experiencing. An article emerged, because there was an investigation into Dior and Armani and their labor exploitation. The article says, an Italian probe linking luxury labels including Dior and Armani. Oh, including Dior and Armani. That means there's more to labor exploitation, with the supply chains of up to a dozen more brands under the microscope, has exposed a seedy practice deeply embedded in the luxury system, creating an unpredictable PR crisis at a precarious time for the sector. A BOF investigation has found. BOF is Business of Fashion. So, yeah, Dior and Armani, amongst other brands, were investigated for labor exploitations, for setting up sweatshops and underpaying their workers. And they're still charging you thousands. So obviously, it's not worth $4,000 to buy a jacket. It will never be worth $4,000 to buy a jacket. The appeal of luxury brands is, like I already said in this video, quality, and also, wanting to have something and have it in that particular look. And sometimes, you won't be able to find it anywhere else. Shein doesn't provide that, and sometimes you won't be able to find it in mid-range brands, or maybe you can find it in mid-range brands, however it's not marketed, so you don't know where to go, if that makes sense. You know what Dior has, you know what Prada has, you know what Miu has, you have an idea of what their styles are. So when you want to buy a particular product and you want it to have a certain look, it's just easier to go straight there rather than sifting through different brands when you can just get this product. You're like, ooh, I like that, let me get it. But I think the alternative for that is that you can still juxtapose products that may be cheaper, however they still may be able to create the vibe that you're looking for from these luxury brands. I actually saw this article that says 77% of surveyed consumers believe luxury fashion items cost more than they did a year ago. And along with this, people also think that the quality of luxury items have declined. So, this actually brought up a thought in my mind, if luxury brand items have declined in quality, then are they still luxury brand items? I'm sure someone will have an answer, but quality of clothes and fabrics is one of the defining features of luxury, along with price and customer experience. So if people are reporting a lower customer experience and a visible notice of decline in quality, then that removes two prominent features that make luxury brand items luxury, right? So, just to summarize what was discussed in this video, I wanted to bring across the point that, I don't think it's necessary for people to have to wear exactly luxury brand items, the newest luxury brand items, for them to achieve the look of luxury brand, aesthetics. Although I can understand how people can easily fall into the trap of thinking that they do. And, you know, it complicates when people think that, oh, okay, well, I'm doing it for quality. I want higher quality. I want high standards. But when quality is shown to not be there, then, you know, what do consumers do? Flock to mid-range items, right? And, you know, that's what you would think. And, you know, there has been an increase in buying, you know, mid-range items. However, there's still a democratization of luxury. So people still are, you know, pulling out of their pocket to buy luxury. And that's why there has been a democratization of luxury. You know, people could go to mid-range brands, and they are. However, there's still a democratization of luxury. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed putting it together. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe, because, you know, I hope to upload videos more often, like multiple times a week. So I hope that you're there to tell me what to do. Not tell me what to do, but tell me what you think, because I want to, you know, upload things that are interesting, and the only way I can do that is if I can get what feedback is. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.